You don't feel poor because you lack money. You feel poor because something inside you tightens every time the subject comes up. Your chest contracts. Your thoughts race. Your attention narrows. And before a single dollar moves in or out of your life, you've already decided what's possible. This video isn't about getting rich. It's about understanding why money seems to flow effortlessly toward some people and slip through the fingers of others who work just as hard, sometimes harder. And if you're honest with yourself, you already know this isn't about effort anymore. It's about something quieter, older, hidden beneath your conscious intentions, because money does not respond to what you want. It responds to what you expect, tolerate, and unconsciously rehearse every day. Most people never notice this. They think money is an external object, numbers, paper, accounts. But in reality, money behaves less like a thing and more like a relationship. And relationships obey psychological laws, not moral ones. Plato warned that the unseen world shapes the visible one, not metaphorically, structurally. He believed that what we perceive as reality is downstream from invisible forms, patterns, assumptions, inner agreements we rarely question. Money follows the same rule. You don't experience money as it is. You experience money as you or don't think about it. Two people receive the same paycheck. One feels relief. The other feels anxiety. One sees possibility. The other sees fragility. One invests, builds, experiments. The other hoards, hesitates, self-sabotage. Stop, the money didn't change. The inner posture did, and posture is everything. Nietzsche once wrote that people don't want truth, they want certainty, especially when it comes to survival. Money sits right at the intersection of survival and identity. It touches safety, power, freedom, status, shame, worth, and time itself. So the mind does something dangerous. It fuses money with self-image. I am bad with money. I'm not meant to be wealthy. People like me don't get ahead. Money corrupts. If I had more, I'd lose myself. These don't feel like beliefs. They feel like facts. But they aren't facts. They are emotional memories wearing logical disguises. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people never hear, you don't lose money randomly. You lose money in patterns that you don't fail financially by accident. You repeat outcomes your nervous system recognizes as familiar. The subconscious doesn't chase success. It chases consistency. If chaos feels familiar, stability will feel threatening. If scarcity feels normal, abundance will feel unsafe. And if money once caused pain, conflict, loss, humiliation, your mind will quietly learn to keep it at arm's length. Not because you're broken, but because your brain thinks it's protecting you. Bonhoeffer spoke about stupidity not as a lack of intelligence, but as a surrender of inner responsibility, a refusal to examine one's own assumptions. And nowhere is this more visible than with money. People blame systems, luck, the economy, their past. Sometimes these things matter. Often they do. But what almost no one examines is their emotional contract with money. Ask yourself honestly, do you feel calm when thinking about money? Or tense? Do you associate it with freedom or pressure? Do you feel capable around it? Or ashamed? Because money amplifies whatever psychological frequency you're already broadcasting, not Spiritually, neurologically, psychologists have known this for decades. Your reticular activating system, the filter in your brain that decides what you notice, responds to relevance and expectation. If you expect opportunities, you notice them. If you expect danger, you notice threats. If you expect loss, you unconsciously steer toward situations that confirm it. Money flows toward attention, clarity, and emotional neutrality. It avoids panic, resentment, and inner contradiction. This is why chasing money rarely works. Chasing implies lack. Lack sharpens fear. Fear narrows perception. Narrow perception kills opportunity. The paradox is cruel but precise. The more desperately you need money to feel safe, the less safe you behave around it. Machiavelli understood power better than most. He knew that control doesn't come from force. It comes from leverage and timing. Money is leverage, but leverage only works when you're not emotionally dependent on the outcome. That's why people who need money often make worse decisions than those who don't. Need clouds judgment. Desperation collapses time horizons. You trade long-term stability for short-term relief. And then you tell yourself a story about bad luck. Here's another truth that stings. Money doesn't avoid you because you're unworthy. It avoids you when your internal signals contradict each other. You say you want abundance, but resent wealthy people. You say you want freedom, but fear responsibility. You say you want more, but secretly believe more would expose you. The subconscious hears all of it, and it chooses the safest path, keeping you exactly where you are. Think of money like water. It flows where channels are open. It stagnates where there's blockage. It floods where boundaries are weak. No amount of wishing changes that. What changes it is structure, not hustle, not affirmations, not pretending to feel rich. Structure. Clarity of values, emotional regulation, delayed gratification, self-trust. These aren't motivational slogans. They're psychological infrastructures, and without them, money becomes volatile. Here one moment, gone the next. This is why some people win the lottery and end up bankrupt, and others build wealth slowly, quietly, almost invisibly. One group experiences money as a threat. The other experiences it as a tool. One reacts emotionally. The other responds deliberately. Same resource, different relationship. So no money is not magic, but it is sensitive. It responds to how you think when no one is watching, to how you decide under pressure, to how you treat small amounts when they're all you have. If you disrespect small money, large money won't stay. If you fear loss more than you value growth, money will reflect that hesitation, not because the universe is testing you, but because your behavior is. Here's the final twist most people never expect. Money doesn't change who you are. It reveals who you already were. It magnifies discipline or chaos, patience or impulse, clarity or confusion, which means the real work was never about money. It was about becoming someone who can hold it without flinching, someone who can receive without guilt, spend without panic, save without fear, and let go without collapse. That's the frequency. Not wealth, not poverty. But steadiness. And once you understand this, something subtle shifts. You stop begging money to arrive. You stop fighting it when it leaves. You stop measuring your worth through it. You become stable. And stability is attractive. To people, to opportunities, and yes, to money. Not because you chased it, but because finally you stopped pushing it away.